Hello guys, in this session we are going to learn how to create a simple WebSocket chat application. For this, let's just create one Maven project web application, name it as WebSocket chat, and basic structure will be prepared by our IDE. So here it is. So first of all, we will create a web server endpoint, name it as chat server, and URI should be chat. Finish it. So first of all, we will need to create a set which will hold the multiple values of different clients. So say it set session, WebSocket session, and peers. So here it is. It's a collection and it should be synchronized. Synchronized set, and let's just say new hash set session. Okay. Now we will open a connection public void on open and include each peer or client into it. So let's just say peers dot add peer, and another is to close it on close. So let's just say public void on close session peer peers dot remove the client when invoked, and last one is the message to send and receive the messages. On message, send the string messages, and for the client session. Okay, so here we will include each one of it in the session. For each session peer in peers, what we are going to do is peer dot get async remote and get basic remote. Get async remote is used when we want no blockages while sending and receiving the messages. Here we are going to use the simple basic remote. Send object, what we want to send is the message. So we are done with it. Okay, we need throw clause, and one more throw clause we need. Let's just say it's encode exception. Both the exception can be raised. So we are done with it. Now we will see our user interface from where client will be interacting with the server. So let's just name it WebSocket chat, and here we will say welcome to chat. We will create one form and inside of it we need a table, and here is the first row. I think we need a box where, suppose a chat room box, give br tag and define the area of this text area. Let's just say it as id as chat room, and it should be read only, and rows should be 6 and column should be 50. That's it. Okay, so we are done with our where messages will be. Now we need to input the number of users. For that I will create another box, and let's just say it is users to identify the user, and let's just small it little lesser. Now once we have done, we need a text box type and few buttons. So for that, input id text field, name should be Ankit, no, I will say it name, and value should be Ankit, and it is of type text. Let's just save it, and it should be inside of a column. Let's just name it call span of 2. Okay, so here our input text field is created. Now we need few buttons to invoke this. So input id, okay, let's just say value join, and on click send join, and it is of type button. So we are done with it. We will put another button which can be used to send messages. For that I will send, and let's just say it send message. It is of type button. And lastly we need to disconnect it. So for that, disconnect, and let's just say it is getting disconnect. Okay, and once we are done with it, we will see what's happening behind the scene with the help of div, and we will include our client side with the help of JavaScript. So let's just attach it to our UI page, text oblique JavaScript, and src is websocket.js. Now what we need to create is a client side. So for that we will create one WebSocket, name JavaScript page, finish it. First of all, we need a path to server. For that, I will just say ws colon plus document dot location dot host and document dot location path name, and what's the end of it is the chat. So we will invoke new WebSocket connection, new WebSocket, and give it the path, above path WSURI. And once we are done here, we will need several variables to hold the values of our user interface fields. So name it text field, and two more we need to hold the value of what we can say users and chat room. Users and chat room. Chat room. Chat room. So we are done with it. Next we need a variable to hold the username. Now we will define the events that is happening in it. On open function event, on open, let's just say event, and rest of the three are message, on message, on message, third one is the on error, and the last one is on close. On close. Now from the user interface, first we need is the click of the button of join, which will invoke the join function. So here what we are going to do is WebSocket dot send. First of all, we will store this value in the username created. So text field dot value, and what we are going to do here is send this value username plus join. Now the next button which can be pressed is send message. Once this button is pressed, WebSocket will send it. So let's just say username and the value of the text field will be sent, and the third one is the disconnect. So it will we will define it at the ends. So function on open, and let's just say it write to the screen output. What we want to write here? Connected. And next is function on close. Write to the screen output disconnected. Now what we need is to see the message received on message. So for that we will first screen output, and we will say here received event data, and rest of it, suppose if event dot data dot index of is joined, then show this data is not equal to -1, then show this data on users dot inner HTML plus equal to event dot data dot sub string. So here it is 0 to event dot data dot index of join, and we will say it one space, and if it is not, then the data will go to chat room. So chat room dot inner HTML, okay, event dot data plus equal to /n. So once it is done, what we need is on error function. If any error happens, so event, let's just say screen output, and here I will give span and style should be color red, and error span. Once it is done, we need function disconnect as defined in the user disconnect. So here we are going to close the Websocket dot close the Websocket connection, and lastly we need to show screen output all the messages, and for that we need a variable, let's message, and say it document dot create element, paragraph type P, and msg dot style dot word wrap. We need to break the words, so message should be clear, and msg dot inner HTML is equal to message, and append it with the div output dot. Okay, we have not mentioned here our, that's why it's not showing. So variable output will hold the document dot get element ID output. Now it's fine. So at the end we will write here output dot append child msg. So finally we are done with our coding. Let's just build it and see the output of it. So our chat application is successfully built. As you can see, ID is creating it, and once it is successfully created, we will run it. So here it is. It's taking a bit of time. Build successful, and let's just run it. So here our chat window. Now let's just say Ankit joined. So as you can see, it is shown in the user. It is connected and received. Now let's just open another and Websocket chat. Now let's just check. Here I will enter another name. Suppose Bob. Bob joined. Now Bob will say hi, and I will send the message. As you can see, it's shown in the chat room. Let's just check with it here. You can see welcome chat. Bob has said hi. So Ankit will send another message. Hello Bob. And let's just send and check it. As you can see, here it is printed hello Bob. So here I will ask where are you, and let's just say send. So here you can see it has printed where are you. So I will reply at home, send. So it's a pretty simple chat application. Thank you.